Rams 45-yard line.
I don't know who Asiasi is. Is he a rookie they drafted or something?
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Forced out to his left. They'll try and run it. Give him a couple.
Why would you not go out of bounds?
It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Get him.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Leonard Floyd in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Defense.
So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
10 more yards.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Newton. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make
I really
this a
don't want to be
second
hearing this
down.
announcer guy anymore. He's really annoying me.
And 4.
If I could turn that off
To
or
throw
down,
again on
that would be
2nd
great.
down. Newton, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Samson Abuka has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
This is White on the screen. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Roughing the passer. Defense.
And yes, they want
Whatever.
the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do?
even know.
They recovered the onside kick? Okay. You can play it like that.
On 1st down, Newton. Flush, Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Rams have got it back.
Jared Goff.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over.
Did the announcer just say
That
Jared
one,
Goff was
that puts
sacked?
them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
The previous play is under review.
So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
After review of the play.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Following the fumble recovery, Newton. He's going to take off with it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
That's a gain of 7.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Throwing is Newton. He's going to let it fly. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, you're trailing. It's the fourth quarter, and you've got to throw the football.
They never even show the celebration. I want to do a swagger celebration with Jalen Ramsey because I just intercepted the ball. Why won't it let me?
For you to put that bad boy up for grabs.
It won't even show the celebration because it just cuts right to the transition to the offense.
It's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Henderson. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Again, it's Henderson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Off play action to Akers. Here's Goff. Caught by Cup.
Wide open.
Rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Good pickup there, 21 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
10 at the 38-yard line.
Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Henderson will try and run for the 1st. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. It's a gain of 8 there,
Just
and
padding
that
my
should
stats
be
at this
enough to
point.
seal the victory.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
That is caught inside the 5.
Tonight's final score.
Well, as always, part of an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a
What a
single
picture.
I appreciate that. What you missed
Oh,
is
yeah.
me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slide.
I appreciate that. Always a pleasure to work with you.
So for Los Angeles, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they
What do we got here? Leveled up. I'm still a newbie, apparently. Not sure why it kicked me all the way out to franchise, but okay. Fine with me. General manager. That is not the guy who's our general manager. Our general manager is white. He's a blonde. Got some good news. The win this week earned us a spot in the playoffs, and we got better news. It looks like we're the #1 seed. Way it worked this season, coach. Just keep our guys healthy so we can make some noise this postseason. All right, so we have locked up the #1 seed. So what we'll be doing now is we'll be simulating weeks 15, 16, 17, and obviously the wild card. And we will go right into the divisional playoff. Let's go ahead and advance. At this point, we're just going to be doing our training and upgrading people as we simulate. I have not simulated any games yet this season. Scouting, of course. Sometimes I like to look for strong safeties who can hit, and maybe sometimes I'll guys like this. I might draft him and put him like in a middle linebacker spot. Sometimes. Depending. Ooh, that guy's pretty good for a late round pick. Okay, Van Jefferson is available. Good. Let's go and make sure our depth chart is okay. Okay, Cup, Woods, Reynolds, Jefferson. Let's put Jefferson in 3. Let's also put Cam. Okay, Cam is number 1. Okay. I think we're fine. Playing the New York Jets. Watch us lose to the Jets, right? How much do you guys want to bet? Tyler Higbee, very nice. And the rest we will just auto upgrade because they're below 70 and I don't really care much about them. Okay, let's go ahead and sim. And of course we lost. I saw that coming a mile away. Not like it matters at this point. We already got number 1 seed. Let's see. Cam Akers is already an 82 or an 81. I don't really need to develop him anymore. Who's a young player who we can develop? Taylor Rapp. We could develop him. We could also develop David Long. That might be good, because he's a man coverage corner. Let's develop him, these 2 guys at corner. We'll do that. Because David Long can play. He'll be a starter next year because we are not re-signing Troy Hill. No, don't quit. Look at these guys. These guys can catch. But can they run? Now that's the question. I like leveling up the slot just because it gives them man and zone experience. +1 speed, that's good. Yeah, that's good. That was really weird. I could not move my stick down there. I still can't move my stick down. Whatever. Just auto upgrade. Sim it again. And we lost again. Because Madden hates the Rams. I still cannot move my... I cannot move my controller down to select who I want to select. That is really annoying. Last year I played this game on the Xbox One. I did have some difficulties in that as well, but not nearly as many bugs as this version has. I don't want to upgrade Traven Howard, but I have to in order to get to the guy at the bottom. Let's take a look at our re-sign. Okay, pass. I might sign him to a 2-year deal. He's going to be 29 next year. But he's one of my better O linemen. He's solid all around. I might re-sign him. He's cheap. Okay, none of them. Troy Hill we're going to let walk. None of them. Yeah, we're going to let all them go. What I will also do sometimes is I'll draft like a big-bodied wide receiver. Like somebody like this, who's 6'4", 235, and what I'll do is I'll convert him to a tight end. I do that sometimes too because they're a lot faster than, you know, a tight end, and they can also catch. These guys are all... This guy, this Mike Hooker guy, 6'5", 233. He's 24 years old, though. That's the thing. You want guys who are young enough to where they can develop over time. I will not draft people who are 24 years old. I'm sorry. I just won't do it. And we lost to the Cardinals. Very good. We lost 3 in a row heading into the playoffs. How do you like that? And Cam Akers has a pulled groin. How nice. Whatever. Wonder who we're going to play in the divisional. Is it going to be the Saints? Oh no, the Bears. We get it easy. We get an easy divisional game. The worst we have to deal with is Mitch Trubisky. Nope. And Khalil Mack, of course. And Roquan Smith and all them. All the rest. Akeem Hicks. Eddie Jackson. Let's take a look at our upgrades. We should have plenty. And of course I can't navigate down on this list. Oh, there we go. For some reason, I have to hit the right and left bumpers to move up and down. That doesn't make any sense. But whatever, I'll take it. What are Terrell Lewis's finesse moves now? 74, it's not good. He has good hit power though. He has good speed, good hit power, good acceleration and tackle. His injury and toughness is really bad. Okay, well, let's take a look at our final season stats. Since we lost the last 3 games of the season, Goff threw 20 interceptions. 20. He did throw for 44 touchdowns, 4,600 yards, at a 69% completion, 113 rating. Only got sacked 17 times. And Darrell Henderson broke 1,000 yards with 11 touchdowns. Very good, very good. Cam Akers, almost 900 yards and 7 touchdowns in his rookie year. Very nice. Check out a receiving core. Cup and Woods both went over 1,000. Cup had 1,600 yards on 98 catches. 13 scores. Woods, 75 catches, 1,000 yards, just about, and 15 touchdowns. Higbee went for 825 and 7, and Van went for 565 and 2. Let's go ahead and I want to actually screenshot this. Just for my own personal reference, just to see like when the season actually plays out, if these stats are anywhere close to what they would be in real life. Once the real season's over, it might be interesting to kind of compare. Let's see, Micah Kaiser went for 103. Aaron Donald had 24 sacks. Cam had 11. Floyd had 9. Brockers 5.5. Micah Kaiser 3. Kenny Young 3. And that's about it. Interceptions. Jalen Ransby had 6. Hill had 2. Johnson had 2. Burgess had 2. Kaiser 1. Rapp 1. Forced fumbles, of course. Aaron Donald had 2 of them. No safeties. 1 defensive touchdown by Ramsey and 1 by Terrell Burgess. All right. We were first in the league in offensive yards, and we were not sure on our defense. Offense, we had the most total yard. No. We had the most offensive yards gained. We didn't have the most rushing yards. We had the 4th most rushing yards. We did have the highest points per game, though. Defense. We did have the best defense. So we had the most yards on offense and the least yards allowed on defense. Yearly awards. Cam Newton won the MVP for an 8-7-1 team. Are you insane? Okay. We were Coach of the Year. Defensive Player of the Year was Aaron Donald. Offensive Rookie of the Year was Justin Jefferson. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Dropped my controller. With Cam Akers coming in 2nd place and Van Jefferson coming in at 6th. Not bad. Nigel Bradham is not a rookie. Everson Griffin is not a rookie either. I'm not sure why these players I have no idea why these two players are in the Rookie of the Year. That makes no sense. That's a glitch. We got best quarterback, even though we threw 20 picks. That's good. Zeke, best running back. Cooper Kupp, best wide receiver. And actually, Robert Woods got second place there. We had the top two there. Oh, lineman, Zach Martin, defensive lineman. Of course, linebackers, DBs, Harrison Smith won it for a 4-12 Vikings team. Shaquille Griffin got number 2, Ramsey 3. Not bad. Not bad at all. Let's go ahead and play the Bears. Our first playoff game in SoFi Stadium. Let's see if the presentation changes at all or ramps up because it's playoffs, you know? Or are we going to get the same vanilla, you know, pregame festivities like we normally do?
Tonight, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's the NFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. We'll see Jared Goff and the Los Angeles Rams taking on Mitchell Trubisky and the Chicago Bears.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Chicago Bears and the Los Angeles Rams.
Chicago, New Orleans, and Dallas.
Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest. You'll take the week off. Get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
Mitchell Trubisky taking the field to lead Chicago. Trubisky, the Ohio native, went to North Carolina, then drafted by these Bears as the number 2 pick in 2017.
And I'll bet right now just one thought in his mind.
Win the game. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson.
Oh, yeah.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the
That's
loss,
what's up.
2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That was awesome. I like how he got up and he was like really jacked up about it. That was cool.
Here's Patterson.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Defense is on it.
I know the scouting report on him is that he didn't